Hey everyone, Jim T. Graham with RC Groups, joined by Jason Cole. What's happening, Jason?
What's going on? It's good to be back. It's been a couple of weeks.
So much news, so much news. But first, let's thank our podcast sponsor, CNHL. They create and sell awesome LiPo batteries. You can find them at the link below, and I'm sure we'll be talking about them in the news. Jason, first, let's talk about where you've been.
Yeah. So last week I was up in Muncie, Indiana at the AMA headquarters for the 2024 Soaring National Championships. I went up. I was a little bit shorter stay than normal. I was only there for about a week. So I followed two events. Was there for F3K, hand launch gliders, as well as F5J, which was the largest F5J event in the country that I'm aware
Wow.
of, because it was not only the national championships, but it was also the team select event. So we had guys from all over the country coming out to try to be the top three to make the team to go to Argentina next year for the national or the world championships.
And
It's a
we
big
have a
deal.
lot of event coverage that we'll look at here and that you can also check out on your own and just take advantage of Jason being on the ground and taking photos for everyone.
That's right. It was a good time.
Okay, and over your shoulder there, is that a time vortex? What is going on there?
It's it's how I get things done. If I need the pause time, you just
You
push the
can
button.
stop it or go back, but not forward because forward would be dangerous in time travel, I think.
Yeah, it'd be fun. I'd do it.
You
I'd be
go
like
forward,
Michael
huh?
J. Fox. Yeah, I'd get some puffy inflatable jackets that auto dry and
What if you
all
wind up
the fun
in a
things.
black hole of nothingness and then all of a sudden you can't get back?
Well, I think you have like 5 seconds to revert if you need to.
Uh,
So you're
okay,
safe. It's safe.
love it. I wasn't aware of that, but now I'm ready for forward time travel. With that, let's forward time travel into rcgrooves.com. And that's straight into my radio voice. I guess we'll start at the top because if you start jumping around here, we get in a lot of trouble. BAMF 2 ballast holder arm sore. I have a question. First of all, we always comment on we love the name arm sore, a longtime sailplane sponsor of RC Groups. What the heck is this thing? Does it clip on your belt? Does it live in the plane? And finally, I have one more question. What are those things? Are those batteries? I don't get it. Those little.
Oh, okay, yeah, those are the flights. So this is awesome, by the way. Just as a DLG pilot, I can attest to the problem with ballistics. Like you lose them, you leave them on the field, you forget about them. But people have problems with their ballistics all the time, and you really got to have ballast because the planes are so light. The wind picks up. You got to have some extra weight you need to install to be able to penetrate. So it's a must-have necessity, especially for competition. But everybody just carries them in a bundle or something. There's not a great way to hold your ballistics. This is awesome because it allows you to keep all of your ballistics together in one place. And as it showed in one of those other pictures, this got room for your flight batteries. So it's just a way
Okay.
to keep your stuff together and not get lost. So
And it clips on your belt.
I don't know about that, but it looks like, well, a clip on something, but
Yeah.
it's going to be too big and heavy. You wouldn't want that on your belt to fly
Okay.
and throw with, but you can set it on the model box next to the field and have it, close by if you need it without it blending into the ground and just getting lost and forgotten about. So that is
Well,
a
this
cool product.
it appears to be new, so go check it out. As usual, I always provide a link. Learn more at Armsore, which Armsore, if you're watching this, should be your new motto. Learn more at Armsore could be your slogan. All right, jumping back. Since there is so much news, our goal today is to go over the news and let you go explore about things that you want to learn about. I want to talk about XC BLDC. This is a company that just joined RC Groups as an advertiser, and they create ESCs. Oh, I have a bad link, right? It's not a bad link, but I need to redo my formatting. You can jump over to their site. They have drone ESCs and they have car ESCs, and you can go check them out there. I literally just started talking to them in the last couple of days. So there'll be more information, more stories, and more banners to feature them.
Very cool.
And I will fix my little tag issue. I put that up this morning, I think. Jason Cole.
Yeah, this is, I mean, so last week or the week before, I believe it was, Spektrum had the new update, the Synapse AS3X Plus, where you could update your AS3X receivers. And there's many features and benefits to that, but this is one thing that somebody posted a video on that I thought was pretty cool. Giving you the ability to set up a like loiter function. If you don't know what loiter is, it's kind of like a drone UAV term, but
Right.
basically it's like autopilot in a way where if say you got sunscreen in your eye and you have to blink, or you're flying your sailplane so far away you can't really see it and you kind of lose sight of it, and you then are not piloting a plane because you can't see it, you can flip a switch, put it into this mode, and it'll make the plane stabilize, fly just a circle on its own.
Nice.
So it'll allow you to move closer, reacquire, pick it up without it just dive bombing straight into the ground at high speed, which is not good. So it's awesome, you know. So if you got a Spektrum radio, want to update to the new firmware, the new Synapse stuff, they're pretty awesome. A lot of cool stuff you can do with that.
And if you are new to RC groups and have never seen the RC news before, you can find all this on rcgroups.com and click the circle with the transmitter in it. All the other circles kind of break it down into sections from planes, sailplanes, helis, FPV, stuff like that. Just in case you're wondering, where the heck is all this stuff? We want to mention our place of the month, Columbia River Maritime Museum Model Boat Pond.
Yeah, I mean, it looks cool. I mean, like they've made a dedicated place where you can go sell your sailboats. I don't think power boats are allowed, and it doesn't look like it's a massive pond. But if you're in the area, you got a sailboat, go run it. Pretty cool.
And that's located in Astoria, Oregon.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could swim in that when no one's looking. Here's a quick video I put up. It's from Jason. I didn't say this in the video because I always do stuff like that and regret it later. The word axial. Is it axial or axial?
I've heard people say axial.
Axial. Okay. Well, I just went with one. And basically what I did is I've reposted a recap video from Hitec, and they're showing all the different trails and the things that you get to drive over. Obviously, the Hitec boys are getting everyone riled up over some spectacular RC announcement of some sort here, or maybe they're just talking.
If you're an airplane guy, this is like the Joe Knoll of RC rock crawling.
I love the concept that you have a wagon, and in your wagon's everything that you need. Everyone seems to have the same style of dress, kind of cargo shorts.
It's a culture. Hat. It's a culture. That's right.
Look at Mike. Let's go back to that. Mike's just surveying. Yes, check. Okay. And I'm assuming there's some music going on here. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe there's some rock crawling spectacular thing happening. But it does seem very spectator sportish.
It is. It's cool. And Hitec's in there because they make a lot of great upgrade servos for, steering linkages and stuff like that. So that's why they are there and promoting their servos.
Let's get out of this. There we go. Wait, look. It's almost like a mirror image is occurring here.
I'm seeing double.
Let me try to recreate myself. Okay.
The same shirt and everything.
Sorry, everybody. Yes, I literally did that. Took my shirt off, folded it up, put it back in the RC group store. Get up a little bit here. All right. I asked Jason to take a quick overview of this airplane. It is new. It is from Esprit. Hey, ZB. And it is called the Easy. It should be called the ZB, the Easy 2E electric sailplane.
Yes, it's just shy of 2 meters wingspan. Looks like a fun model. It can be used for entry level into limited altitude soaring competitions or F5J. And let me tell you, I flew a 2 meter F5J model when my primary 4 meter model had an issue. I flew 5 rounds of competition at the team selects last week with a 2 meter, and I survived 4 out of 5 rounds with high 900 scores.
Wow.
The max is 1,000. So you can do it with a 2 meter. You don't need a $2,000, $3,000 4 meter to fly F5J competitions, especially if you're not uber serious about it. You just want to go enjoy, have fun, do it. You can do it with something like this that's much more affordable.
Let's talk about this for a second as pilots of our age. So, of course, I started out in 3D because I was young and out of my mind, and 3D appropriately fit my mental state. But I love the concept of sitting in a chair, throwing a plane, and flying it. And so with this guy, I can cut the motor and then catch thermals. And then when I don't catch any thermal, I can climb back up.
Climb back up, yeah, or take it out to that slope location that Hitec goes to out in California. Looks
Yeah.
like a blast I want to get to, but yeah, you can fly it off that.
I wonder
You're
what kind of
dang right.
lipo. Or okay, let's just pretend like I'm very interested in this concept. I own a lawn chair. Let's jump out of here
I've got a
and
lawn
let's go
chair.
see what it cost. $325, $275. We're going to click on 325. Let's see what I get for 325. For 325,
So it's built and covered. You basically need electronics and battery charger and all that stuff you got. But
so I need an Axie. I need a prop 3S 2100 lipo, which I have like 9,000 of. I have to buy servos too, huh?
yeah, you're probably going to be $500 to $1,000 depending on the level of equipment you buy and put in it. There's lots of different options.
I wish that there was a out the door price here, but they want you to customize what it is you want. So here's $100 motor versus a 135. Let's say you were I'm sorry, everyone. We were supposed to speed right through all this stuff, but if you were going to get this, would you get the Axie 15 or a Cyclone 25? Would it matter to you?
Those two brands are both Axie, so I don't know. I'd have to look at the spec difference, and depending on what you want to get out of the model, if you want to make it super hot and climb like a rocket, or just enough to get up in the air and cruise, like there's options. So,
well, I'm going to price this out. Okay, we're into me now. Let's get off of me and get back into the RC news in my radio voice. So here's some Nats coverage. Let's see if you have photos down here. You have scores.
Yeah. Here's the there's not much to look at in this video. I just do a little bit of talking through it. Kind of what an F5J round looks like. But a couple of interesting things from the event. One, I said it was probably like the most attended event of this type in the country. Two, the national champion. I never would have thought I'd say this. There's so many fantastic models, carbon fiber, they cost $2,000 or $3,000. You can get some for a little bit under $2,000. There was so many different models there, different manufacturers, different planes. The guy that won, beat everybody, the national champion, makes his own planes, home built.
Wow. Okay.
Incredible. I think it was Tom Kiesling.
Yeah. I think Tom and I have interacted with DLG before in the past.
Yeah. But I mean, I would never would have guessed that somebody could make a home built plane that's as good as these, fancy
top dollar
production stuff.
I guess if you know your plane. Yeah. And so we also have photos. Scores.
And I'm sorry, not Tom Kiesling. Stephen No, I'm wrong.
Where you want to go look at the scores?
I'm looking up my results for right now. I posted the scores for different days. I'm pretty sure it was Tom, actually. Sorry, everybody.
In the meantime, we'll just take some looks.
There we go.
This is at the AMA 1,000-acre field.
It was Tom Kiesling. I was right. Right the first time.
Oh, no, you got to buy a 4x4.
Okay, so what's happening at the Nats is, the site there in Muncie is just gigantic, right? So massive. There's so many different fields. So soaring, it's a type of soaring, but it's RC soaring isn't the only thing going on. They always have the free flight guys going on at the same time, the nationals for the free flight. And I dare I say would outnumber the RC guys. Like there's so many free flight guys out there. Gas, electric, they do hand launch, string launch, all kinds of different ways. And free flight, no RC. Like they send them up into the thermals, and I don't know how it's all scored. I've never done it, but apparently it is very active still in the United States.
Awesome. And once again, big thanks to the AMA and all that they do. And you can find all that information right here, the F5J discussion thread, the NATS discussion thread, and a link right to the AMA right there. I was just talking to Mark Benson from the AMA this morning.
There you go.
Okay, HobbyKing Yak Steadfast single seat. And as usual, Stuart has a great video. So
It's a good looking plane.
I think we were talking about all the planes that they had coming out this year. Stuart has certainly been excited about it, and Richard as well. And so I don't know, man. I love these Stuart videos. He really goes over everything about the plane, and then you get to see it fly.
Yeah, he's the guy. He knows his stuff.
Now, if you remember the original two-seat Yak-11, you will know, if you don't know already, you will know, having flown it, that it does fly extraordinarily well. And the same can absolutely be said for the single-seat Steadfast version of the Yak-11. And that's really one of the driving factors why we brought the Yak-11 back in this single-seat version.
So then we have, you can go over all the details of the plane, and then we go out and watch it fly. And once again, we're talking about it here to make you aware of it, to recognize HobbyKing. I work very, very closely with the folks over there with their new releases. And many of these planes will be reviewed at RC groups. Let's watch it take off, and then we'll jump back out of here. Oh, how about some audio?
There we go. Flaps up, gear up. A little bit hesitant on the takeoff there because there's some traffic coming on the pattern. That was about just under half throttle. I give it a 4.
Okay, Jason, let me say this. This by no means is real or news, but I did have a pretty extensive talk with Stuart about retracts and the U.S. market and the fact that there really is no retract manufacturer anymore. And I'm like,
wow,
you know, this would be an interesting thing for you guys to look into. And so we just lightly discussed that. I'm not saying anything's happening or anything. I'm just saying that that is the discussion that we had. HobbyKing's out there doing the best they can and bringing in all these great models and stuff. So who knows? That's what I'm saying.
Hey, you're saying there's a chance.
Yes. Well, I don't know. I'm just
Who
saying.
knows?
I brought it up. All I can do is throw it out there.
There you go.
I had a Toyota idea this morning for a company that makes this is not RC related, but it's there's a Toyota mod going around. And I know a company that makes mods that are awesome. So I wrote an email and I said, you don't make this, but you're the company that should be making this because I'm ready to buy it. And they actually wrote me back and said, this is a great idea. Thanks for sharing it with us. And we'll let you know if we bring it to market. So that's how you get stuff to market. You tell people that you think it's a great idea, and then they go determine if it is. And then if you're lucky, in about a year, you might have something on your hands. Speaking of things like that, the Hangar 9 OV10. How cool is this airplane?
Oh, you know who'd like that airplane right there?
Tell me.
Matt Gunn.
Oh. Well, it'd have to have a fishing pole on it because that's what Matt cares about. The Hangar 9 OV10 Bronco 20cc is scaled down, yet giant scale version of the beloved 30cc model. This makes it more practical and affordable alternative that's compatible with popular 20cc gas engines and equivalent electric power systems. So they're being smart there. They're doing both. We have overview and all the information, key features, and just to bypass all that for time, look at the video. Nice smoke.
Blasting us.
I don't know if that's a real banjo.
It's an AI banjo.
Oh, probably. So cool.
Too bad. I don't know if they did. Maybe they do in the video, but it'd be cool to have doors and let fire like retardant come out of it.
That's what I was just thinking. that Eli Field structure should have a front and a back door so they could fly right through it.
There you go. Yep. Balsa built up. Yeah, big, good looking airplane.
Let's see if we learn any more. Nice shot. We'll look at this and get out of here. that thing's tough. Bingo. All the information is here. This is a Jason Merkel original post. So you can click right here and go check it out. Check out pricing. Check out all that good stuff. So once again, kudos to Horizon for bringing out the awesomeness. We have more Nats coverage from Jason that you can check out right here. HobbyKing actually wanted me. Let's see. Yes, HobbyKing wants everyone to know. And by that, I mean, they emailed me and said, we want everyone to know in RC groups about this. It's the HobbyKing birthday bash. I think they said it's one of the biggest sales that they've ever had. Everything's on sale up to 90% off. And then I featured some of the information right here in a image so you can see some of the stuff that you can purchase. And then we have a link right to the sale. And hey to HobbyKing. So we are kind of at the end of the news now, Jason, but we have everyone out there, we discussed what we may have not talked about. And do you remember talking about this, Jason? I don't think we have. 2 new transmitters from Spektrum.
I don't think so.
The NX8 Plus and the NX7E Plus. And basically what I've done is
I like that white.
Yeah. The news was so fresh that I couldn't find actual text on it. So what I had to do was go into a promotional pre-release email and rob the images out of it. I thought it was important that we let you know that these things now exist and they're being talked about. And you can go check them out at the Spektrum. Should have a link. Generally, when I do images, FYI, I put the links on top. So details below and direct link here. So you can go check those out. Hey to Team Spektrum. We talked about ArmSoar, but here's some batteries that you can purchase. Let's go ahead and talk about this because one fourth scale electric dragster you can ride on. This is your story, Jason.
It's an RC dragster that he modified, put it like a scooter handle on it or something, and rides it. It's crazy. Home built,
quite finished,
incredible.
And try riding this on the street as an.
This is what YouTube is for, man. People
That's right.
that make amazing things and not only share the thing with you, but the whole build.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's worth a watch. Go check it out.
Also, it allows you to see what motors are working and what servos they choose. And
he's mounting a foot peg to the motor.
Okay.
It's crazy.
People. Okay, so we're
out on the street.
Oh my God.
And blowing people away.
Look at that calf muscle.
So sketchy.
This guy. He needs to get pulled over because it would make the video even better. Yes.
Yeah, unreal.
Yeah, this is what I was looking
There's
for.
Your shot.
It rides wheelies. It's like a skateboard almost.
It's massive too. I mean, it's only quarter scale, but for a scooter, it's massive.
Like if this was where you lived on the beach, this would totally be the thing to ride in the bike lane on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's living it up.
Well, whoever you are, man, this is awesome. Yeah, you really don't have to do any more in your life than this. That is so cool. And then we have this. Now, when I saw this, I said to Stuart, this is Jason Cole all the way.
Yeah, I dig it. 100%.
Woo! Nice and look at that time. Hello, and welcome to Hobby. Why would you want reverse?
Oh, it's so little.
It's got
it's a mini version.
Called 9-gram servers, but metal geared, and it's rocking a 5x5 prop and a very nicely machined metal spinner. Assembly wise, out of the box, it's a one-piece wing. The tail plane just clips on. Servos are pre-installed, motors pre-installed, speed controllers pre-installed.
I love
just like,
I like
all of our plug-and-play models. And you can pretty much, if I pick it up, give you an idea of the size. This wind's over there. You ready?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Okay. All right, here we go.
It's fast.
All right, there we go. All right, launching. Actually, that was a little bit low. But,
the only thing required
otherwise
here
it's fine.
are
How are we on camera?
quick fingers and good
Okay,
eyesight.
now I will
Yeah, good eyesight.
because this is a small model, which
And
you know,
look at this
but the
dingy
camera,
day.
they're not human eyes. I've slowed it right down now, just so the camera can get on it. For pilots, it's no problem. There, that's all power off. But for cameras, it might be. Let me just come over this side, and I'll bring it back around again, and we'll. I like the light.
Had so much fun with the original EFX Racers.
Slow.
Right.
Just
Ready?
great flying models, super fast. Just turn and burn, and this looks every bit as fun as those guys in a smaller package.
Very cool.
Love it. Exciting.
All the just so much good stuff. This is a new advertiser, YuXiang. They are super stoked about this heli, and I found a pretty cool video on it. I do not like ambient music. Well, I like ambient music, but not like generic ambient music. So look at all this stuff, man. It's like a DJI situation going on in here. Okay, yes, we have plugs. Let's get a little more in depth.
Charger, spares, decals. What is that?
More. Yeah, pull the. Well, okay. Transmitter.
What's the helicopter look like? It looks
There
like
we
an
go.
Apache. It's got some good detailing on it, man.
Yeah, it's hot. There's nothing cooler than an attack heli, unless it's headed your way.
Yeah.
Can you imagine to have something like that after you?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go up here. Oh, yeah. Okay.
There you go.
This is probably what I meant to show you.
Is it collective pitch? It looks like it's flying like a collective pitch model.
We'll go up and look at all that. I think it's interesting they take what is probably the only unit they have at the time and fly it over a mud pit.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, formation.
Rock solid looking.
Okay.
Good collective pitch. Inverted. Nice.
Did not see that coming.
Wow, okay. Loops and flips and TikToks from an Apache.
Can you fly like that, Jason?
I used to. I probably can still do some stuff. It has been a minute.
Okay, let's go look at some specs. I know they're super stoked about this. Rotor diameter 455 mm. Remote control distance. I'm not really looking for that. What else do we have? Look at this.
Pretty awesome looking model. I mean, they've really done some good detail work on that.
And
how much is it?
Let's go see.
It's coming soon. Okay, so it's not necessarily out yet.
$499.
Awesome.
I'm just looking for propellers equipped with blah blah telelock, 6-axis gyro.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, YuXiang, and they're here in this feature article. You can also find their banner. There it is right there.
Boom.
Unbelievable. I thought, what if their banner was actually showing while I was talking about their product? And there it is. We won that one. Okay. It's just so rare. It's like hitting the on a slot machine. You're getting all apples and oranges. Okay, Jason. Let's talk about this. The PowerBox system. Big information coming in from PowerBox. Talking to Danny. They've signed on to advertise. That's almost every major radio manufacturer in the world on RC Groups. Talking to you, the RC Groups folks. And this is the Atom radio. They have a bunch of stuff that we're talking about, but this is the first one. And it's another option out there if you're looking for something high end in the transmitter world.
Yeah, good looking. I like the screen on top.
Oh, sorry. Very leathery. I should be more knowledgeable on the unit itself other than the leather aspect. I just love the concept of leather on a transmitter.
Yeah,
Or-
but
or
it's
a
one of
leather
those like
microtransmitter.
it'll do whatever you want. Anything you could think of programming wise, you'll be able to do with it.
And basically what happened was I was at Joe Nall on the grass at the noontime demo. I've known Danny at PowerBox Americas for a long time, and I just walked up and shook his hand, and they were out with a bunch of things on the demo line. And we spoke, and we got back together after the show. And so I'm excited to talk about all the new things that they have coming out. So go check it out at our link and support PowerBox, who's supporting us. You want to talk about this, Jason? Because it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Another one of those YouTubers that can just make anything cool. And so he designs and builds this motion rig. It's kind of like you'd like see in a flight simulator, right? Where you're flying, except that you're not flying like off of a screen, like you're inside of the airplane. You're flying with an FPV set of goggles on, flying a real plane in the air. So it's wild. You watch the video, get the reactions from the guys using it. There's Peter Shripol using it. You know, flight test guys play on it. This was he brought it to the flight test or flight fest event and was kind of showing it off for part of the video.
If you tuned in earlier, you saw that we were
But I imagine, I just don't know. You don't know until you experience it. But like turning right when the plane turns right doesn't necessarily equate to the forces that you would expect to feel in a bank. You would expect to be pushed down, you know, with the way gravity works in physics. So I just don't know. I don't know if it feels real or if it feels super weird. Some of the guys acted like it wasn't like perfectly true to like what you would expect reality to feel like flying in an airplane. But I don't know. It looks awesome. I'd try it.
Never flown out of the cockpit of an airplane in FPV goggles. Jason and I did this on a couple of scale HobbyKing. What were those Cubs?
Yeah.
So I had my camera in the cockpit set, so when I turned my head, it would turn with me. So at one point, we're up and safe and flying, and I wanted to turn my head left and look over my wing and down at the ground. And it was pretty nerve-wracking as it was, but the second, I can still remember it pretty vividly. The second I looked out the side of the window and down at the ground, I panicked. It was like I was going to fall or something. I couldn't do it
falling
anymore.
Over in your chair.
Yeah. So I immediately looked forward and back to things that I felt comfortable with seeing in my goggles. But looking at the side of that airplane freaked my brain out, you know?
Yeah. And
my brain. Yeah.
I think his was a good like first step. I would want to take it to like up by like 10 notches and like make a full motion sim and so you can pull back and do like actually go upside down and do loops and rolls and like full aerobatic experience in it. I mean, it might make you sick as all get out, but it'd be fun to try.
Did you ever do that at the Science Museum here in Nashville?
I have, yeah. I've been in there. Adventure Science Center, yeah.
You'd have to connect that maybe with a drone or something, you know?
Yeah.
And then you could fly
totally
like that.
Possible. Totally possible.
I don't think that went all the way around, but it went all the way up, and it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff.
Awesome there. And let's see what else we have. We've already talked about milk. Yes. PowerBox. Yes. CNHL has a summer sale going on right now. We're going to click right here and check them out. Once again, I'm going to say it now.
To the screen where you see it.
Oh, yep. Thanks. That's why I have
got it. There you go.
Big thanks to CNHL for being our podcast sponsor. And they also sponsor the site in many ways. So they have a summer sale going on. And you can click right here and find out at ChinaHobbyLine.com. And they're really getting involved in things and serious about what they do. And There you go. I believe we have hit the end of the news segment. I hope
That's
we
it,
have.
man. So one thing for a future show that we need to do, and we need to get together at the field in the next couple of weeks, because we have this thing we got to fly. Boom.
Oh, cool. Yes, yes.
It's the Turbo Timber. It's been out, but we've got one for review. So me and you will get to the field. It looks awesome. I just got it built when I got back.
Okay.
So, but we'll go play. Should be awesome. I expect big things from it.
And I'll tell you what I'll do, everyone. I'm scheduled to meet with Mean Joe on Friday to talk about a quick look on the Hitec AD380 and charger. And so when that happens, I'll put that at the end of this video, which will probably pop up right now. And you can go take a quick look at the 83880, and then we'll have a full review on that as well coming in the future. So always new stuff. And I have some other interviews that I'm working on. I may finish this airplane behind me at some point in the next year or two. Who knows?
Nice.
I don't know. Well, Jason, man, I appreciate you taking time to hang out with us and talk about the news.
Yeah, man. Always a pleasure. Y'all be good. Go fly. Have some fun.
Yeah. And thanks to all of y'all that take your time to watch the news. Be sure and like, subscribe, and most importantly, comment and share so that we can get the footprint even bigger. We're creeping up on 24,000 subscribers right now, so that will be awesome. But I would love to make it even bigger, because the bigger this gets, the bigger the hobby gets, and we can just keep bringing people into the hobby and growing it. I'm Jim T. Graham, RC Group's Jason Cole. We will talk to you next time.